sometime soon. I prescribe my. Well, see if I can get it on Amazon. Yeah. Okay. You can research that and get it to me. But I'm telling you. I'm gonna ask you to, because I'm unmuting mics at this seconds. Can you fumble for it?
Very was.
Okay, hang on. I'll yell, go Schroeder.
I shit you not. Over the requirement for today.
Minus 25 for profanity on air.
You're the guy who misquoted me in 2000 and. Remember that? Remember that one? Councilman Schroeder expressed some concerns about the new ordinance, and I said, who gives a shit? And you said, no, your actual quote was.
Thank you. That was the recording we needed.
None of which you printed.
To which was replied, I find you like a fish disturbing. There you go.
Take home. I did whole meal.
Yeah, I ate that steak. Oh, man, I ate it all.
So good.
Yeah,
I had high school first. That's I like just a third of my steak, and then I. I took his the whole.
Yeah.
meal. The next day, Mike's like, who's steak is this?
Part of it. Oh,
So far. Try not to
you hear me skip swearing?
get more than one task going.
Did Victor what? Did you?
Mine does regard. And I thought this was my side of town and I just wait for it. This is a whole.
No. Across the street. The front.
Hanging in there.
Yeah.
For the most part. Good.
Don't tell me the story. We're not gonna tell it.
Jeff for.
How are you?
Yeah.
How are you?
I wish I could remember.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. You look good, man. Thanks. Is it because of the time of day? Don't worry. I'll change out of this as soon as the meeting's out. Back to my race.
That too.
Yeah.
So contacts or no glasses?
Yeah.
They typically see you with glasses.
Well, it's because I went in for that $6 million repair.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The weird thing though is whenever I look far away, it keeps me getting that weird noise. Hey, my wife reported it and she played it the optometrist and.
Good, how are you? Good. Yeah.
I just. I'm testing all my tech skills. Something else. I don't think you want. See.
I didn't even see you back there. Good.
Hey, Anthony. How are you?
Oh. Never.
That was the hardest. Yeah. No, the hardest. Daughter actually had a real existing bill. But she was like, "Oh no, I got a B." That's all.
Not gonna be here?
Yeah. No, I literally was like, honestly, I was just like, just happy. But I ended up with a really surprising.
TV.
Did everybody has fun? But here's just 8 at 3. So yours was St. Luke's. What I should do. Yeah, because it's very expensive. One of the hardest. Math 140. Yeah. I still have to do it again. Was that? I still started it. And I had Emily home.
Chills I have.
It was still like really hard to.
Tiffany, can you hear me?
I didn't bring mine in too or not. And that's his best.
Yeah, hi. I joined. Can you hear me?
Give me. I have everything muted. I haven't started yet, so.
Okay, sounds good.
Councilwoman Workla, can you hear us? Not through my phone.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna mute just for a few minutes, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Guys, figured it out. She's Louise.
Whatever that number was.
Is that Facebook Live?
Sure. Feel good after.
It's real. Resolution. Right. He was there at least 5 seconds. Mhm. Readers. You know, I think it's from drill. Oh, drill all that.
Better watch out, you're gonna get a mouse.
Yeah, I know.
When you're building.
Right.
That's what, that was the message I got yesterday. There's a mouse in the water.
That's probably mice.
It's my shock face. Wait, oh, we don't get some decon out.
Give that Christmas card.
All right, I have to connect you.
Ready?
I'm ready if you are.
Let's call the meeting to order. Tiffany, please take the roll.
Councilwoman Garvey. Councilman Workman.
Present.
Councilman Brennan.
Present.
Councilman Harjo.
Present.
Mayor Sike.
President, let the record reflect that we do have a quorum for Tuesday, December 16th, 2025. Run down a conflict of declaration. Has any council received information pertaining to or otherwise had any contact with any person regarding any items on this council agenda? If so, please set forth the nature of contact. Councilman Harjo.
I received a handful of emails over the last 24 hours. Megan Champion, Tim O'Connor. And I think that's it.
Mayor.
Councilwoman Workla.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know you're coming in a little broken, so I'm sorry if there's a delay. So I had correspondence with Christy Zitto, John Cristobal, Terry Manduca, Decker Sanders, Brendan McCarthy, Nicholas Giachin, Misty Pierce, Rod Dudley, Alan Bump, Tim O'Connor, and Megan Champion.
Workla, or Garvey, sorry.
I had Megan Champion, Tim O'Connor, Terry Manduca, Rod, Alan Bump, I think that's it.
Councilman Brennan.
I had emails from Rod Dudley, Terry Manduca, Megan Champion as well. There could have potentially gone others to my junk folder, but I didn't read any but those three. I feel like I need to say more about the conflict potential.
Okay.
Let's see here. I don't have anything else to say on Rod Dudley's email. I think it's not worth much, honestly, for the crosswalk picture that he sent me. And then Terry Manduca, I'd like to specify on the record so it doesn't come out later that I'm just going to read part of her message to the record. She says, I'm amongst other words, she says, I'm not asking you to stop this. But I think this is something the new council should be able to vote on, as they will be the ones burdened with your decisions. I hate that it's worded like that, because my decisions are not a burden to me or to my community. And I don't think the future generations of Mountain Home will be burdened by my decisions. I guess they may not agree with them. But I hope that the future generations see it as a blessing for the decision that may be made here today, rather than a burden. She also said that you have a chance tomorrow, which is now today, to leave your legacy as your term ends. I'm not here for a legacy. The decisions I make are not to end with some, I don't know, halo over my head or a legacy. That's not what it is for. My goal is to leave this community better than I found it. And for the generations of kids that are coming up through our community, and parents to have opportunities for their children to do great things within our community rather than leaving our community. And then, Megan Champion says that we have plenty of parks, and we don't need a superficial upgrade. And we need our streets fixed. So we need honesty and transparency from our representatives. I feel like as many times as this has been on our agenda and we've talked about it, the community has transparency from me. I mean, from the city. I don't think we are hiding anything. We are working through a difficult decision or a big project that takes time. And creating an awesome amenity for our families and our children is not a superficial upgrade. So although all those words are sharp, I would say, there's no conflict on my end. I'm going to remain neutral and go with what I believe is in the best interest of our community.
We're gonna run down to item number 1, action item, deliberation decision regarding donation agreement with Pioneer and authorize execution of document.
Mayor,
Councilwoman Workla,
can I ask legal a question real quick?
absolutely.
Should we switch 3 and 4? 4 is a financial decision that I feel would affect 3. Would that be the smart order of operations, is to switch 3 and 4?
Three's already done.
The decision for Guho to proceed on the project was done in.
So why is it on the agenda?
I placed it on the agenda to ensure that that Guho's company could come out and begin work on project. The actual agreement to construct was already completed and approved.
That's what I thought. I just was confused why it was on there again, and if something happened that I wasn't aware of.
No.
So Councilwoman Workla, do you still want it changed?
I'm just a little confused here because a couple of things. I just got the packet just now when the meeting started. And so now I'm expected to go through this contract and vote on it. I just kind of want to say, if legal had time to review this entire contract within the time that they needed, I feel like council should have the time to also review it properly if we're going to be the final decision maker. I feel like this whole agenda should be tabled until the next city council meeting. Council, if you guys support that, I would like to hear from you right now.
Okay, so we're running down to action item number 1, deliberation decision regarding donation agreement with Pioneer and authorize execute a document. Council, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Councilman Brennan.
I know we've got the stakeholders in the room today. Do we need to call anyone forward or have Can you present it all?
But
That's up to you.
you guys want, Kurt and at the end.
Well,
Randy,
we do have basically a contract ready for signature for Pioneer, so I don't know that it's necessary unless he wants to talk.
you want to talk, Kurt, or are you happy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine. I'm just here in case anybody had any questions for a credit union.
Mayor, I have a question.
Hang on one second, please, Jenny.
Sure.
Okay. Councilman or Councilwoman Workla, what's your question?
Yes, is this the original branding agreement that was presented to Pioneer, or has there been any changes since then on this contract?
Correct me if I'm wrong, Kurt. I think Holly Truxell, yeah, come on, please. I think there's been changes. Pioneer team got with their legal, and these are the modified changes that they were right?
Yeah, I can explain the modifications. Modification on paragraph 5, the termination of it, there is no longer for cause. It's to be terminated by mutual written agreement. The paragraph 7, the indemnity, it doesn't hold Pioneer responsible for their donation of their funds to anything on the site. It'd be the responsibility of the city. And I think we referenced that we removed all the words install because they're not the installer. They're just a donating funds to the project. And I believe, and it went to 25 years instead of 15.
Mayor?
So more club.
Thank you for that. Since I don't have the original in front of me and I can't do the comparisons right now, again, since I just received this, I would like to make a motion to table action item number 1 regarding donation agreement with Pioneer and authorize execution of document until our next council meeting.
Mayor,
Councilwoman Garvey.
I was going to add a comment to Jenny, Councilwoman Workla, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. While I understand what you're asking, I get a little bit concerned because at this point, time is of the essence and it's going to cost money the longer that we put this off. And the railroad park donation and branding agreement, the changes that we asked for at the last council meeting are in this agreement. Do you have it?
I have what was just sent to me right when the meeting started. So it's, it's a packet that I'm reviewing in time. And here's the thing, like, I'm sorry, Mayor, I'm speaking out of turn. Mayor?
Go ahead, you're good.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, Councilwoman Garvey. I'm just waiting for a second. If I don't have the support, then I'll die.
Hearing none, motion dies.
Yeah.
Councilman Brennan.
Tiffany, there was also an agreement to keep the original name Railroad Park as well, right?
Yeah. Councilman Brennan, thank you for that clarification. That is correct.
Yeah.
Councilman Brennan.
I'm gonna make a motion. I guess it would be a motion to accept or to approve the donation agreement with Pioneer and authorize the execution of the document.
Second. It's been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilman Harjo. Aye. Councilman Brennan.
Aye.
Councilwoman Garvey. Councilwoman Workla.
Nay.
Down to action item number 2, deliberation decision regarding railroad park. Railroad park max price and authorize execution of document. Council.
Oh, go.
Councilwoman Garvey.
First, I want to say thank you, Tiffany, for getting these numbers to me. Since since the first time that we all met, and it was the large amount, $522,000. This is, I guess, more to let the public know kind of what the documents that we have that the public doesn't get to see. We have since then, I thankfully, the URA was amenable to increasing their donation. Thank you guys. Which in essence put us to where the city does not have to pay for the materials. We actually have an excess fund of $153,000, and that the city's not coming out anymore with the large expenses. So for our community, so that you guys all know that, a lot has changed since then, and thankfully we won't have that. There is going to be some fuel and hour and labor, which at this point, if we don't approve this, then this entire contract that GUHO has put together is going to have to go back, and it's going to cost us a lot more money. So while I'm not okay with the city doing a lot of this in-kind work, it's very minimal now. The other thing that is important to note on the Railroad Park bid is there's a contingency amount in here that is still in there of 10% of the project total. So not only do we have funds donation in excess of 153,000, we also have contingency built in. So we've worked that large amount of money out to where the city's not paying for it. And that was a long round answer, but it's a lot better now, I think. Thank you. Thank you for your work on it. Sorry.
Mayor?
Hang on a second, Councilmember Brennan.
Since we don't have the actual written agreement in front of us, Tiffany had made mention that we're waiting for the proper steps to align first. I'd like to ask the representatives from the URA to come forward and just put on the record that we are of the same assumptions that the amount of donation is what we have is your intention for the plan.
Or it's that rock, scissors, paper. Who comes up?
I don't have to put Mandy, but. Okay. Councilman Brennan, ask that question again, please.
I'll probably narrow the scope down. Is it your understanding that you intend to donate the $3.1 million for this project?
So we had 2.8 budgeted, and we raised that by what last meeting?
300 and I'll look into that.
It was approximately 350.
Yeah.
And excuse me, Mayor.
Go ahead, Councilwoman.
What had happened and just for everybody's clarity, what had happened in the URA meeting was that Commissioner Bernsolo sharpened his pencil and understood that there was that contingency amount built in, and then also understood the shortfall that the city was going to have to come up with. And so they came up with, and it was like 365,000-ish. I apologize, I don't know the exact number off the top of my head. A lot is not specific.
Okay. And then I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, Councilman Brennan, that you're just waiting on Abby to finalize the paperwork, and they weren't going to spend money until after the.
Right.
Yeah.
Just make sure the commitment is there.
Yeah.
They're on the same
That's correct.
sheet.
Go ahead, Tim.
The Urban Renewal Agency needs to draft a resolution by their legal counsel, and then the city then to engage into an intergovernmental agreement where we can reimburse on funds. And according to the commissioners, they didn't want to continue to invest money in legal fees if the project wasn't going to proceed forward. And so they're waiting for approvals to proceed, for them to engage with their attorney to write the documents needed.
So currently, right now, our resolution is only 2.8, and now it's going to be
Mayor.
Go ahead, Tim.
That is correct. The existing agreement is 2.8. However, that agreement had that the project had to have started work, I believe, in October and be almost finished by springtime. Well, that date has come and gone, so therefore it's a voided agreement.
And although the agreement has not been put in paper yet, the understanding is the 3.1, is that?
It's a little over 3.1. It's like 3.16, I think.
Well, and for clarity, there was a motion made, seconded and passed at the last URA meeting that memorializes that, or just agrees to that. We just have to memorialize it with a new agreement that Abby writes, which can be done soon.
Perfect. That works for me. Thank you very much. We appreciate your time and willingness to help on this big project.
We're looking forward to it.
And, Mr. Mayor, since I'm sitting here, can I make one more comment? What a collaboration rather between the city, Pioneer, and the URA. And what you all just agreed to with this branding agreement and the generosity from Pioneer frees up $2 million of URA, future URA funds that can only be used inside the district to relieve slum and blight and economic development. So this is a win-win for everybody. And I just appreciate the time and trouble and that everyone's worked through, and especially the Pioneer and Kurt Perry for stepping up way beyond what anybody expected to help this project get across the finish line, get finished in one phase versus multiple phases. So thank you all.
Mayor,
Thank you.
Councilwoman Workla?
Mr. Bertman Solo.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just made a comment that'll free up $2 million where there's slum and blight within the downtown corridor of Mountain Home. First of all, I struggle with Railroad Park even being titled slum and blight, but now that has been taken care of. Where's the other slum and blight that you want to spend the $2 million on?
Councilman, I just simply was using the wording that's in Idaho code of how URA funds can be used.
Sure, and it's
I'm
my
not
decision.
inferring-
Yeah, sure.
Not inferring there's slum and blight. I'm just using the wording that's in the code.
And my question is, where is the slum and blight that you're referencing per code in the city of Mountain Home?
Ma'am, I'm not referencing any slum and blight. I'm referencing chapter 50 of Idaho code that allows funds from the Urban Renewal Agency to be used for numerous things. Economic development on one hand, slum and blight on the other. This is the way that the legislators drafted that code many, many years ago.
Understand. So if it legally has to be used for slum and blight, my question again, where's the slum and blight?
Yeah, this isn't part of that, so.
Okay, second, Mayor, I have another question for Councilman Garvey.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Okay, so she mentioned there's a shortfall the city has to provide 365,000. My question is, where's that going to come from if the city has to provide that?
Councilwoman Workla, I did not say there was a shortfall of 365,000. We
Okay,
actually have,
I wrote it down verbatim, so I'm sorry, correct me then.
we actually have donation funds in excess of 153,206. That does not take into account any money from the city of Mountain Home. So we actually we're in the positive to the good, 153,000.
So, Mayor,
Councilwoman Workla?
so number 4 on our agenda says that there's a request to pull, reallocate
So
from
can
park,
we-
streets, water, and wastewater.
Okay.
So I'm just
We're
wondering where
on
that
action
shortage
item
is.
number 2, deliberation decision regarding Railroad Park max price. We'll get to
I just wanted to
Or in a
clarify
second.
Councilman Garvey's comment since we're talking about finances.
Councilwoman Garvey,
What's the shortfall?
and maybe, I don't remember Councilwoman Garvey saying that there was a shortfall. She said we had an in excess of 153 and change, I do believe. So, okay,
Mayor,
Councilman Brennan.
make a motion to approve the maximum project price and authorize the execution of the document.
Okay. Been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. Councilwoman Garvey, Councilman Brennan,
Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
Nay.
Aye. Run down to action item number 3, just
Yeah.
deliberation.
Anthony,
Oh,
Mayor,
okay, go ahead.
who already has the authority to proceed with the project.
Okay.
Since it's on there, can we just
Yeah.
vote on it?
Absolutely. That, I kind of was trying to do all the housekeeping because things have already been approved, but it was so long ago, so.
Deliberation decision, authorizing Guho to proceed with project construction.
Mayor.
Councilman Hartshill.
Make a motion to approve and authorize Guho to proceed with project construction.
Been motioned and seconded. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the call for the question. Councilman Brennan.
Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
Aye.
Joe. Aye. Councilwoman Garvey.
Aye.
And down to action item number 4, deliberation decision regarding the reallocation of Park Streets Water and Wastewater FY 26 funds to Railroad Park Project.
Mayor.
Councilwoman Garvey.
Councilwoman Workla is right. I spoke out of turn. I got a little bit ahead of myself. I shouldn't have even really talked about the numbers. Okay, I'll try and say this again. From my understanding, if there's any corrections, please stop me. So, Councilwoman Workla, with the additional money that the URA gave us, which was approximately 365,000, which is I think where you got that number from. That was an additional money that they're giving us to allow for the city of Mountain Home to not come out of pocket as we were with the addition, or the beginning 522,000. With that additional money, after all the donations with Pioneer and URA, we are in excess of 153,206. Now, I'm hoping that you're looking at the piece of paper. It's got some red writing. It's an Excel spreadsheet, just basic spreadsheet. Do you have that?
I'm looking at it, yes.
Okay. So if you look, the 153,206 is in red.
Yes.
Are you tracking?
I see it. Hmm.
Now down below, and Tiffany, you might interject if I'm speaking out of turn here. Down below, you'll see the FY 26 budget lines, Parks, and City Hall. You see those three?
Sorry, you know, our page is vertical. I have to try to turn it around. Let's see here.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay. What those are funds that the city staff have identified that can be taken out of the FY 26 budget if additional funds, if and only if additional funds from the city are needed, and that's $94,000. And that would be taking out some bleachers that Parks had budgeted for, but it's my understanding that the bleachers were far more expensive than you realized. And so that money is sitting there. Tree replacement for city and parks. That money is not being allocated. It's just it's a placeholder if the city needed the money. Now remember, we have a contingency of $400,000 built into the entire amount. So not only do we have an excess of 153, but we also have the contingency funds that are not allocated to any part of this project that could be used if needed. Does that make more sense?
Thank you.
I would just like to clarify that the parks tree replacement and the city hall tree replacement, those funds are budgeted annually to replace trees within our parks. So this facility will have trees and plants. So it's no different than how we've spent the funds in the years prior. We're just going to acknowledge them solely to this facility in the downtown.
Councilman Brennan.
I'll just continue on that topic to say that it appears at this time that there is absolutely no need to reallocate any money from parks, streets, water, or wastewater to complete this project. some emergency or disaster were to happen, the council at the time will deal with that. But at this point, it looks like we can continue this and start this project, complete this project without any reallocation. With that, I'll make a motion I don't think there is even a motion needed. Can we just table this or not, or just no vote necessary, right?
You can vote to
No.
not, that, you can make a motion that reallocation is not necessary.
I'll do just that. I'll make a motion to state for the record, basically, reallocation of funds is not necessary for the.
Mayor,
Councilwoman Workla,
will the maker of the motion clarify exactly it's not necessary from what departments are listed on the agenda?
And my motion to say that reallocation, there is no need for reallocation of money from parks, streets, water, wastewater, or any other city department, to my knowledge.
Second,
so you guys are okay with any kind of work?
At this time, finishing my motion, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, there's been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call Councilwoman Garvey.
Yes, I do have one quick. It is my hope, although I will not be here after 1 month, it is my hope that the city going forward does not, oh, I don't know how to say this. I'll just say it. I just hope that the city does not engage in projects like this again. As far as what they perceived as in-kind work. This, in my opinion, was the city going out to bid the job, and that's not how I personally feel that our taxpayer dollars should be spent in this manner. So that's just my wishes going forward from the city of Mountain Home.
A motion and a second. Any further discussion? Aye. Councilman Brennan.
Aye.
Councilwoman Workla.
aye.
Brennan.
This is like end on another comment, if you allow.
You bet.
I think I said most of my piece so far, but Mr. Brown Solo took a lot of the words right out of my mouth. As I'm proud of the partnership that happened here over the last few months trying to work through this. It's exciting to see that we can come together. We have such an incredible diverse community here with those that are willing to help. Pioneer Federal Credit Union got their roots established in Mountain Home. They chose to make this their headquarters location. For them to give back in such a way is incredible. To the same point that yes, we could have completed this project over many years with taking almost the entirety of the URA money that they brought in. We graciously accepted a donation, and now the remaining money that is uncommitted at this time from the URA can now be spent on additional projects that will be identified in the future. So to both organizations, thank you. I appreciate it. And the community is always, I guess I'll say, I believe this council is always transparent. We're not hiding anything. The mayor's not hiding anything. Obviously the information that flows in different directions, right? Oftentimes we have more information than the general public, but with public records requests, they have everything that we have access to. And just because it's a project that some may not find beneficial, doesn't mean we need to be nasty about it. Doesn't mean that we need to use scare tactics to our community about it. And I find that disgraceful when that happens. And so with that, I'll leave it, and I'm just going to end with a big old thank you to the city. Pioneer Federal Credit Union, URA, for helping this project get completed. Thank you.
Thank you.
You can adjourn.
So, yeah.